With great love and respect in my heart, I welcome you to this beautiful Sunday morning. It's good to see you. It's good to see you in the temple here, and also it's good to see you in the sky temple. As I see, just sending my love and blessings to everybody that I see here. Today I leave for India for 3 months, and I'll be there till March 20th. Before leaving, as you all know, you want to finish up all the loose ends and tighten them up between here and Upasana. And projects are many and ends are many. There comes a time you say, everything is just perfect. It's almost like you're cleaning the house and getting obsessed with cleaning everywhere. There comes a time you say, you stop. And it's just fine. It's the same thing with our life. Any aspect of your life. Our mind latches on to something and we keep going. There comes a moment you just have to stop. Take a step back. Take a deep breath. And remember, what is the most important thing in life? The most important thing in life is we took this human birth to experience our divinity, to know that we are not separate from God. That's one and only purpose, real purpose, that we have taken this birth. Other purposes that we identify with and we get so carried away and create such a drama, they're transient, they're passing. Things that we try to hold on to so strongly, firmly, even that passes. What is always there is the presence, which is beyond body and mind, and the stories related with body and mind. How beautiful our world would be if each one of us was in constant remembrance of that we have come here to live our highest, live in love, give love, receive love. Remember, there is something higher than me. Being of little service, we get so entangled with our own problems and our own little universe that we create that we have no time to think about the other. A life that has an element of service, seva in it, is a meaningful life, a rich life. No matter what we accumulate, what we experience, if it's only lived for ourselves, we are going to constantly experience as if we are lacking something. this little reminder from Baba, my Guru, changed the course of my life. I was pursuing my things, my dreams, and there was no end to it. But when I tasted the element of seva, the service, through my actions, if a smile was brought on another face, that experience was much richer than any new cars and the toys I was playing with in those days. Sadhana and seva. Sadhana is whatever, any effort I make to come closer to my divinity. Any effort I make to come out of my little story is called sadhana. Even forgiving someone who you feel has hurt you, and you have been carrying it on for forever. Letting go of that is also sadhana, because you are honoring your divinity in that moment. Forgiving yourself for something you did, happened when you were a little unconscious, is also sadhana. Really forgiving, not justifying and blaming somebody else and then forgiving yourself. We don't blame anybody. There is no blame. Blame is just an easy way to not look at yourself and work at yourself. When we are a little unhappy, immediately we look at somebody else, and because of that, I am unhappy. No, you are unhappy because you are asleep to your higher self, to your divine self. How easily we just go and start blaming somebody. Immediately we make a little mistake, even you spill something, you blame on somebody who startled you. So that's one little habit that we have, or I wouldn't call it a habit, conditioning we have. May we look at that how often we blame somebody else for our whatever we are feeling. We have to start looking at ourselves in an honest way and make amends, make little tweaks. May that be something we all could step into with in the coming new year. That's an act of honoring yourself. That's an act of sadhana itself. And when we begin to live a life of sadhana, seva, the service, naturally comes. It's a fullness overflowing. You feel good about yourself. If you're not feeling good about yourself, you can't blame somebody else that I'm not feeling good about myself because. When you feel good about yourself, naturally, no matter where you are, your presence becomes service, seva. If you are happy, you spread happiness. If you are unhappy, no matter where you go, that's what we are putting out. May we truly love ourselves and respect ourselves. And this is the way to love ourselves and respect ourselves, by not getting caught up on small things. petty things. We make our life miserable by getting hung up on petty things. We talk about it, we hear about it, expand your heart. But some little thing comes in, all the expansion just becomes tight. Small things. When those moments arise, that is the moment of sadhana. Not justifying your way of being and seeing and feeling. And if we can be in a company to remind each other that it's not worth losing our peace. It's not worth living this way. We have come in this world to experience something much greater. Much greater. It will require us to get out of our story, our habitual way of being. Even things that we think will make me happy. If that happens, next day you'll be unhappy. Something else would want to come. We all know it. We all have read about it. We have all heard about it. And somebody else can't make you happy. You have to find your happiness. And it's not like you have to find it, it's somewhere hidden. It's within you. Just something on the top has been smothering it. Something that you have been giving importance to has been smothering you. Acknowledge the light that you are. Each human being is born with that blessing. It is a blessing. This human life is the pinnacle of 84,000 birth cycles. You are at the very top right now. You have done lots of good deeds in your previous lives. Because of that, you are born as a human being. Now, being a human being, if we still foster the traits of animal being, then what can we do? May we remember every day that why was I born? Why did I take this human life? And just ask yourself. Did we come here just to get caught up, hung up on small things? May we remember to rise above our self-created limitations every day, even in a small way. Give love to someone that you think is not worthy. Forgive someone. Maybe even think of contentment. Be thankful that, oh God, I have enough. Thank you. Everybody has enough. Any moment you can just stop and just look at what desire is driving you. How important is that desire? Even after that desire is fulfilled, the next one will spring up. I'm not saying that we just check out everything and sit there and be blissed out. No. We are living a human life We take care of ourselves, we take care of our family, we provide. साईं उतना दीजिए जा मैं कुटुंब समाए, मैं भी भूखा ना रहूं, साधु न भूखा जाए. Oh God, give me just enough that I have enough to feed my family, and there is little left over to feed the guest. The rest is just Maya. So may we find contentment also that I have enough. And if the mind is saying it's not enough, let there be a little element of trust. Trust. If we don't have trust, we live in fear. And I have seen people who have 1,000 times more than someone else still living in fear. So having trust. And if you don't know how to have trust, how to really, just look at your own life. You're born empty-handed, totally vulnerable. Whatever you needed was provided in one form or another, through one source or another. The Divine Mother came to you in so many different forms. It was all her, it was not somebody else. Whatever we need, will be provided. Maybe not to the same extent as we think we need, but it'll be fine. So having a little element of trust in our life, feeling gratitude for this blessing that we have, may we live to our fullest. I'm not going to say anything new or more. The year is ending and New Year is coming and holidays and all kinds of things are out there. But please just reflect, look at yourself. We are not getting any younger. What is our priority? How have I been living? Is there a way to tweak it a little bit so I can experience something different? Mind is not going to save. Mind does not have the answer. Mind will only create more options, more confusion, and will be like the dog chasing its tail. You have to open your heart. May we all touch that heart, give importance to it. And please remember, the heart is not the one that judges. That's the mind has come in. Heart is unconditional. Experience it in the quietness. Even for a moment, if you are touched by it, you will know what I'm talking about. There are no limits, no bounds, no fear, no guilt. It's the heart that's pulsating, that's expanding and contracting, expanding and contracting. This is how the creation has happened, and this is how constantly we are evolving. May we synchronize our life to that rhythm and get away from the story that's keeping us imprisoned. I wish you happy holidays and a wonderful year ahead. and happy journey with him. Thank you all.